Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So I have been super busy lately and have not posted a video for a while. I've been so busy getting things planted in the ground because I feel like I'm a little bit behind for the year. I was just sick for about a week, and so I'm finally at a point where I'm getting some things in the ground, and I felt like I should start filming some videos for you guys again. You probably just saw all of my tulip videos. Tulips are done and we're moving on to summer flowers. So today I am out here in the garden getting some glads planted. Now you can see I have the hoop house behind me, and then this whole area actually is going to get holes burned in it, and this is going to be my entire zinnia bed. It's about 30 feet long and it'll be 6 feet wide. I also have some zinnias planted somewhere else, but this is going to be one big zinnia patch. And then this open stretch right in front of me is going to be a combination of some gladiolas, maybe some lilies, I'm not quite sure yet, mostly gladiolas, and then also a bunch of direct sowed things like cress and nigella, just different things I can easily pluck into the soil. Oh, and sunflowers. I need a space for some sunflowers, and they don't like to go into fabric, and so those are going to go in here as well. But today I am planting glads. I have a box of 100 frizzle glads here. I'm only going to plant 50 today. I'm testing out glads for the first time this year, and so I only have about 250 to 300. So I'm going to be planting those in succession plantings, 50 at a time, and then that will extend my harvest throughout the season. So I'm going to start off with these frizzle glads, and I'm going to plant 50 today, and I'm going to be planting them down in the ground in this open stretch. And so this is what I want to show you in this video. I also finally just got a new lapel mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me better. But if you are not familiar with a glad bulb, it's kind of a circle disc. The top has a point on it. That is what goes up. And then the bottom has like the circle where you can see where roots would come out. That goes in the bottom. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shovel and I'm going to plant, or I'm going to dig an area that is 4 to 6 inches deep. And I'm going to plant these in the ground just like I do my tulips, kind of like eggs in a carton. So first let me get my spot dug, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got my area dug. I don't know how much space these are actually going to take up, but this is a good start. And I want to add some fertilizer to the area first. So I'm using Flower Tone. Typically I would use Biotone, but I'm currently out. So I'm going to just sprinkle some Flower Tone in this area, and that will give them a jump start. There we go. All right, I'm going to zoom the camera in and we're going to start placing these bulbs. Okay, so here is a close-up of my planting area. Hopefully my shadow isn't bothering it too much, but this is what a gladiola bulb looks like. And so you can see the point at the top, and then here's the bottom where the roots come out. I'm basically just going to place these in here, just like I do tulip bulbs, like eggs in a carton. All right, so here's my space. I ended up getting 88 glad bulbs in this spot. I thought I'm just gonna plant more than 50 just because I have this open. So the next thing I need to do is cover this with soil, which they should be about 4 to 5 inches deep. And then I'm gonna thoroughly water them in. I'm also gonna take this marker and I'm gonna put it right here in the soil. And that way I know where my ending point is so that when I plant the next succession, I can start digging here. So I'm gonna get these covered. All right, so these should be watered in really good. From what I have read, you want to give them one really good soaking when you plant them, and then that will get the bulbs generated to start growing. And then once you see them growing above the surface, you want to give them about an inch of water a week. So I think this is going to be a really good first succession planting. I plan to do succession plantings every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maybe, and then that should give me a continual harvest throughout the summer. Again, glads is something I've never grown before, but I really just wanted to try it this year, and then if I really like it next year, I can get more varieties. So anyway, while we're out here, I want to show you a few things and just give you an update on this part of the garden. So here is a view of the area we were just working in, and if you guys have been watching my video, you will probably notice that this is making a dramatic transformation. This earlier this year was all open parking lot and gravel, and so we had all this really nice topsoil brought in. We used it here for beds, we filled the hoop house with it, and all of this will be planted with cut flowers this season. So this long stretch right here, I actually just got planted yesterday, and that's right now a combination of feverfew, starflower, some dark mignonette, and strawflower. And then this open area again will be sunflowers and more glads. And then if we pan over, this whole area will be the zinnias, where I'll burn the landscape fabric holes. And then the hoop house is almost full. I'm going to wait and show you guys that in a separate video to do a full tour for that. But then if we, pan the camera this way, you can see my 4x4 raised beds are coming along. These front 2, I need to get some more organic raised bed mix to fill, but the other 6 are full. So let me show you those. So this one is salmon asters, and these were growing in one tray all together, and I really had to break the roots apart, and they're looking awesome. I'm kind of surprised, but I really hope to get some blooms from those this year. This is a white mignonette that I got from Flora. Really excited to try this. And I should mention these smaller beds are kind of more trial beds where I'm trying varieties that I can grow smaller quantities of. This is feverfew. I just needed space for more feverfew because I can't get enough of it. So this is the magic single. And then over here, these are all Amazon dianthus. There's about 36 to 40 plants in here. And then this tray is leftover feverfew I need to find a spot for. This is some strawflower, and then this front row here are some random larkspur seedlings. And then this is all Dusty Miller, which I use as foliage in the fall for my big market when I do the jelly jar arrangements. And then just looking over here, these 2 beds were in the fenced-in garden. They had legs on them, and they were really wobbly. We cut the legs off, brought them out here, and these are brand new strawberry beds. And then also an update on this long bed that goes all the way to the end. This is 96 feet long. If you remember last year, I had this planted with pumpkins. That is the plan for this year. So all of my daffodils are going to start dying back. And I have right now, my first succession planting of sunflowers planted at the back. I did about 60 to 70 sunflowers. That will be the case all the way down just like last year. And then I did pop a little watermelon variety here, and one little watermelon variety here, but then the rest of this bed will be spaced with small to medium specialty pumpkins that I take to that end of the season market. So I have a lot to plant in here too. Okay, you guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I'm getting my glads planted this year, and then just seeing a little bit of an update on the space. I plan to do a hoop house tour very soon, and then a full tour of everything that I'm planting, and I'm going to start doing some more planting videos also now that I'm kind of getting to where I need to be and also not sick anymore. So anyway, stay tuned for a lot of that. I hope you guys are having a good spring, and we will see you soon.